Hey guys, and welcome to another YouTube page of mine. I am your host, Teresa, of course. Um, I just got up just a little while ago. Just ate my breakfast. I had my McDonald's coffee. How can you guys see that? Right here. And I also have my Sprite. That's what I'm drinking now, is my Sprite right now. Again, I didn't do shout out, which I'm going to do a shout out right now, and it's called Trucker's Mom 402 LL. Now, I was reviewing her videos, and they're only about 15 seconds videos, but they're really cool videos. And you guys need to subscribe to her. She's only got 2 subscribers, or maybe less than that. So you guys go over there and check her out. That's why I want to do a shout out. She's kind of getting mad at me because I'm not doing shout outs, which I don't blame her. But she's been responding to me and everything. She seems like a nice lady. She's got about 4 videos up, but they're not very long. So we just need to tell her to do a little longer videos, maybe a minute or 2, just to see. But she's doing okay. She responds me. She gets mad at me every time I don't do shout out and everything. So obviously the weather is not cooperating. I'm trying to get back outside, but the winter is just not going away. As you guys can tell, let's see if we can go look out the window just to see. Move, Court. All right. Let's get some slack here. Look at this. Foggy, nasty. There's a squirrel crawling up to the... If you guys can see. It's just foggy right now. We're supposed to have a snowstorm. Another snowstorm. Doesn't look like it did. It looks like it rained more than just a snowstorm. But yeah, this is what it is, guys. Now, I did a thing called My Life. When I was bullied, where did I get bullied at, everything. Which I'm going to go back to that part of my story. This is based on a true story about me. I also did around the town of Canton, Ohio, which that's where I was born at. But I don't really live there anymore. I work there, but I don't live there. I got out of it. Too much crime and everything is happening over there still. People breaking windows, stealing stereos and all that. I mean, all that kind of stuff. So I got away from it. I live in a small town now. And the small town is a pretty cool town. You're probably wondering what kind of town it is. What small town do I live in? I live in Minerva, Ohio. And it's got a lot of nice people here. I enjoy being here. Every time I'm off work, I go home. I enjoy it because... And the coolest thing about this little town is I already know who's going to be the judge. If you get a traffic violation, and the judge is the mayor. And I think that is so cool. I've never seen that happen before. My husband got arrested once for something stupid, I guess, for a traffic violation, and the mayor was the judge. And he's so awesome, I mean, he's working so hard in the town. I mean, and our police officers is working hard too, which it is a very small town, but they still do their jobs. They if you speed through the town, they'll come after you. Even if you don't have anything, they just do their jobs. And I think that is really, really, really cool. You know, um, I think most small towns do that. I know my hair is a nasty right now because I didn't brush it yet. Um, I think what we should do for the day is every time we see a police officer and they're not doing nothing, we should, appreciate what they do. Say, hey, thank you for your service. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for anything, because they're never the wrong. Because if you get pulled over and you get smart with them, that's not their fault. It's yours. And people just don't realize that. People just don't realize. Just do what you're supposed to be doing. Give them your license, your registration, your insurance. It's not hard to do. Don't try to hide. Because they're going to find it. And I think we should do something for the firefighters and our paramedics and stuff like that. Because they do a wonderful job. They take you to the hospital if you need it. They'll put out your fire if you have a fire in your house or your workplace and everything. They do their job. That's what they basically do. Um, I wish I could go outside. I mean, dang, I'm tired of this winter. I mean, it's like every other day, snow, ice, cold, and stuff like that. Well, I just got a news report that there was a 9-year-old boy ran away from home. And he was in the snow for 8 hours straight. They just found him. I think it was yesterday. He was cold, he was wet. The helicopters found him. They took him to the hospital. I don't know what the situation is at home was. Don't really care because he shouldn't have ran away from home in this cold. And it was 40 degrees outside. It's warm, but it's not that warm for a kid. A kid shouldn't be out in the cold that long. But the mother thought he was in his room. So she should have went and checked up on him and see he wasn't even around. But it's not the parents' fault. A lot of kids now these days, they don't know any better. They think they can get away with stuff, and then the law will come in when they get older, and then they go to jail, But that situation, I'm glad that 9-year-old was found, and he's at the hospital, getting warmed up and everything and getting checked out. And I guess Child Services is going to find out what happened and get involved in it so they'll get along or something, And I wish that family luck, I really do. I hope they solve their problems and everything will be a-okay, And this happened at Dover, Ohio. And I just got the news this morning about it. And I thought that was a wonderful, wonderful story. I mean, I would love to go and, talk to the family and say, I'm glad that you did not go all the way down to New York City, or anything, because I did have a problem. Like my oldest daughter was a suicidal, and we're all okay now. But me and my daughter, we still have problems, but not as bad as it was. So, but yeah, we are. But I'm glad that 9-year-old boy's found. I mean, he could have got beat up, he could have got raped, he could have got kidnapped. And there was another girl in East Sparta, Ohio, and she thought her family didn't love her. She was an orphan kind of deal, and she ran away. And they found her. She was going to go all the way up to, I think, New York or California or something. She was heading there, but she never made it there. Luckily, she didn't make it because she was found. And the next day, they gave her a letter. The people that she was living with says, "We're going to adopt you." And that just made me cry, because this girl was hurting so bad. I mean, she was posting her stuff on YouTube, she posting herself on Facebook, my mom and dad don't love me, blah blah blah. And well, she didn't think that, well, she got into their home, she's got a barn, she's got a farm, and she thought they didn't love her. Well, it turned out they did love her, and they adopted her. And I was just so blessed. I was so happy, she's happy now, that she's gotten adopted to this family. And I was so pleased, that, but every child is loved somewhere, I don't know how long she's been at that farm or anything, but I'm glad that they adopted her. She was only maybe 15, 14, 13 years old, and they still adopted her, and I get so teared up when I hear that. There was a girl on YouTube sent a letter, and it was I think her stepfather or her father, and she's asking excuse me, she is asking her dad to adopt her. So they gave him a whole bunch of presents and stuff. And he teared up when he saw this letter saying, "Can you adopt me?" And he was crying, she was crying, and he goes, "Yes, I will adopt you." And that just teared me up. And I was so blessed, that he said yes. And that just, it just, yes, a child got a home, a child got a family, and that just tears me up, and it really does. Oh God, I just want to cry right now, but I am glad that that girl got a family, and I'm glad that they adopted her, and I'm glad that this other girl got adopted by this guy, this wonderful family, They got the adoption papers for him and everything else, and he signed it, and he says, "Yes, I will adopt you. You're a wonderful person." And, and that just tears me up. I watched it on YouTube so many times, and I just don't know how blessed I am when I hear those words. Yes, I can adopt you. Oh my God, it just, you don't know how it feels, you know. A kid got a home, you know. I don't like any kid in the streets. Even if I find a kid on a street and the parents are not around and he looks lost, I will come and say, hey, where do you live? Where's your parents at? You know, we need to call the police because you ran away from home and I want to help you get back with your family. You know, maybe the police can help us to, you know, to help your situation. You know, I do not allow kids run away from home. I mean, I was even trying to find that girl in East Sparta and I couldn't find her because when I heard the news about her, she was already long gone. But if I see a kid, you know, roaming around, acting like, you know, lost or something, and a kid comes up and says, I can't find my mom and dad, then I'm going to help. I'm going to get involved. Because he comes to me and say, hey, I can't find my mom and dad. I'm like, okay, well, we need to go find your mom and dad. Do you know where you live? Do you, you know, let's call the police to get you back with your family. That's my goal, you know. Did you run away? You know, I will get involved in that. Because I do not like anybody kidnapping a child and I will get back. I will find him and I will protect that child if he's in trouble. I will. I will not let him go with that evil man that wanted to rape him or anything else. I will get involved. And I will help the police on that too, you know. Another thing is, you know, those 3 ladies that happened in Cleveland, Ohio, they're doing wonderful. I mean, Amanda Berry works at Fox 8 News for missing people, and it's just excellent. You know, oh my God, Amanda Berry looks so good, you know. And she was one of the girls that got kidnapped by a guy named Ariel Castro, which he's dead in jail. He hung himself in jail, okay? And he's had these girls captive for 10 years. And it was nationwide news on this. But now they're found, they're safe, you know. Amanda Berry is doing Fox 8 News by missing kids. And I am so pleased that she is doing that because she was there. That happened to her, you know, and I'm glad and I would love to meet Amanda Berry. I would love to meet Amanda Berry. And Michelle Knight wrote a book about the captivity, you know. Michelle Knight was the first girl that got captive by Ariel. She wrote a book. Go find that book. It's called, oh man, what was that book when she was, just find her name. And it's an excellent book, you know. I mean, Gina DeJesus, we don't hear much about her, but I know she's doing wonderful. I love her mom. Her mom is so nice and so excellent. And I know she's doing wonderful. You know, she's doing wonderful. And I'm hoping that all these 3 girls, they're a team. You know, they fought every single day to stay alive. You know, they help each other. You know, they're like sisters to me. You know, and like I said, they're doing wonderful now. they're safe. They're back with their families. I feel sorry for Amanda Berry's mom. Amanda Berry's mom went to a talk show, and they had a psychotic lady that reads minds, and she said that her daughter's dead. I got really mad at this. Amanda Berry's mom died. I don't know, from a heart attack or what, but that was sad for me, you know. And I feel bad for the Amanda Berry's family and Amanda Berry herself, you know. But yeah, Amanda Berry looks so good. And you shouldn't be saying that to a girl that, you know, oh yeah, your daughter's dead now. No. I was so mad at that. Like I said, I have a lot of things to talk about, but we're going to have to do some other more like that. You know, if you find a child that's lost, help him out. Get him back to his family. That's the key. Get him back to his family. You know, get them back to their families. Well, I guess this is end of vlog 13. You guys take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.